things didn't go well for VERTEX here yesterday. I don't expect them to go well for VERTEX here today, especially when you got your boy Ustillo just farming. And that's not a common occurrence. Maybe it will be going into the new year after having his fire, his passion relit, going overseas again, getting to play against that EU competition, you know, getting the taste and knowing what could definitely be on offer, especially with another chance to go to Anaheim here.
Yeah, looking at all the stats on Mirage, the only time they've lost it was to Anonymo over in the conference, and they also lost it to VERTEX, but the other 3 times they played VERTEX on this map, they beat them quite straightforwardly. As for VERTEX, they've got a lot of reps on on Mirage rather, but they're quite inconsistent. They've been losing to all kinds of teams, playing some of the teams like Fury quite close. So yeah, I think a high ceiling for VERTEX on this map, but potential to just get shut out of it by this Order squad. Quick smokes to Con as well as CT, a 2-man retake setup here for VERTEX, who get flashed off the line. Contact towards top middle, goes the way of PZ. He can spam away at that unarmored player.
Not bad to kick things off. It is going to be opening found over towards the B side of things as well. And the bomb looking to make its way back through Under's path of least resistance. However, the B bomb site has now been lost. And Rickeh saying, hang on, bring that bomb all the way back to A. Let's see if he clears the right angle.
Yeah.
Right first over the top. Oh, he doesn't. And apocdud could be on for a knife, but it's not going to happen. Just 100% the kill instead. Making sure that your boy Roffelko didn't go down on the rotation through. And Vexite now, he's got 4 little old CTs to make his way past. And really nowhere safe to plant right now.
Yeah, too many angles. Be a bit of a miracle to pull something like this off. You got PZ, could peek out short. Bricks. Not if Vexite plays towards his default side. He's going to cross over towards CT, but that's where the 2-man crossfire comes in. Easy kill for Roffelko in the side of the head. And
yeah,
look, VERTEX, they pick up their first pistol. Just a little bit more into the map stats. The last 4 for VERTEX have kind of been smashes outside of the time they played Order, so in this tournament. So I'm kind of wondering, like, how does that go into their mentality? Do you reckon it changes anything if you're just absolutely doming like second-rate teams in Oz to like assist the confidence, or doesn't matter?
Oh, I guess so. You know, we can always check in with the boys afterwards, but for now it is going to be Order just hitting the accelerator straight out to A. No detours. And unfortunately, they have not reached the destination. They tripped at the final hurdle. They heard that petrol prices were through the roof and unfortunately didn't fill the tank before leaving, Gyra. I told you! I bloody told you, mate, that we'd run out of gas. And here we are, huh?
Yeah, not a bad kill for Ustillo. Just take one more gun out of the hands of VERTEX. Never hurts. They take that second round save. They go into the gun round with a full belter util on pretty much everyone. That's a feels good moment.
Yeah.
Got Vexite there. He's got an extra 550. That should be enough for a bit of petrol. Maybe like 10 litres or so at current market price.
You're still going to have to grab the old tin, hitchhike to the gas station still. Unfortunately, it was a murderer in the car that picked him up. His name was PZ. Now, back to the 4-on-4, and PZ still dancing around the smoke at Unders, thinking someone's coming through from the back of B apps, but Order's got no one there. They're just fully focused on this mid control for now. Vexite in an awkward position, but he's managed to thread the needle.
Yeah,
over towards bench.
Yeah, he made his way to Delpan. He's going to creep up towards Con, which this is a very open part of the map. VERTEX, they've taken B apps control, they've taken A ramp control, so they've got both the extremities. And as such, apocdud and Addict going to work back towards the middle of the map, which is extremely dirty territory.
Flash to short. And such a strong position to play retake on B. If this push continues, Addict. Oh, he's going to try to react in time, but again, just no armor pen, no pen at all.
Yeah.
With the MP9.
It's a little weird for him to stick around in that spot after hearing the flash onto short. Yeah. Obviously, you can't tell if that's deep short or if that's ladder room. But now we find ourselves here in the 3-on-3. Order going to commit up into the A site, but it's a one-ended crossfire between ramp and CT Mac.
Oh, yeah. As the coordination, well, Roffelko's spotted and mollied off as well, dropping a flash over A main, and apocdud looking to swing off that contact, but it's a safe plant, so bomb goes down. And Rickeh just dancing around here at default. Roffelko knows that Rickey's going to be stuck towards under, just to flash over the top to give him some form of space to play with. Headshot found. And Vexite and Ustillo, they still have the bomb planted for them here. Vexite's actually wrapping the whole way in through CT, trying to play it sneaky, but the bomb definitely not planted for him, so Ustillo just needs to survive. It's a tap starting to come through, and Ustillo spamming, a whole lot of attention taken, and can't land the couple of last shots. It's apocdud to react in time. Kid in play. And it's got about 2 seconds left on it, but it is going to be a successful retake coming through from VERTEX up against Order's first buy.
Bomb plant, though, plus the loss bonus, probably gives them another buy. It's going to be light on the util. But that's something you can make work on Mirage if you want to. Doesn't seem like they're interested. Prioritizing that full util, prioritizing getting that AWP, and just maximizing the benefits of the loss bonus this early in the half can do you wonders. So it's the pistol half buy. They look to inflict some more economic damage. PZ. He had a rough start to overpass, but he is firing on all cylinders here on Mirage. 7-0 for himself. And hits a pretty nice one.
Maybe a few more nice ones on the cards for this round. And Roffelko, ooh, he has this patience. Looking pretty good. We've seen VERTEX accidentally throw away man advantages in the previous map. Rickeh is making his swing, but it is going to be the Deagles. And Tech9 working things out there. apocdud able just to continue striking in from jungle. Big damage on Ustillo and Rickeh, but not able to finish them just yet. Flash over the top to get Apoc back out of dodge, but he's not going to be able to get across safely. Valiant's hitting the sharp one with the Deagle. And it's just Addict and PZ to try to slide their way back in. Pretty solid post plants, but if this molly gets put in the right position, then Ustillo could be in trouble, but he's just going to take the head off of Addict. And PZ wants to continue playing with the AWP into the next. So Order with some pistols. It's all it took to get that first round on the board.
Yeah. I think this is exactly what happened on Overpass, actually. Just, I can't remember which team it was, but CTs had built up a fair bit of money. Had not built up a fair bit of money. They'd taken losses left and right in terms of just dropping guns all over the place. And then the half buy comes through off the back of the full loss bonus from the T's, and it's just a massive money swing in the favor of the T's. They pick up a couple of M4s. They had that full loss bonus. They only half bought into that round, whereas the CTs, who already had a fragile economy, couldn't close the anti-eco, and as such, they even up their money by forcing into it. Double AWP, 2 pistols, and an M4. Good work out for them. apocdud straight out towards top middle. Just holds. Big cojones on that man.
Funnily enough, HE grenades do look like cojones. And Brace, unfortunately, going to be caught with his pants down. So, really showing everything. And Roffelko going in dry. He'll suffer the same damn fate too. So now that's a 2-man advantage for Order.
Yeah.
And VERTEX, they've got absolutely nothing left in the tank. So the double AWP setup, it's going to be way too hard to retake with it, so save is on the cards already.
Yeah, they just want to try and find some picks if they can. AWP on the market line, AWP on the short line, and Deagle holding out. Order just dotting all their I's, crossing all their T's, making sure they don't get caught out by any cheeky positions. If they win this round with 5 players surviving, they're going to have so much money going forward in this half. I'm not sure they saw the double AWP either.
No. I think they are aware PZ saved his. I don't think they expected that secondary in the hands of apocdud. And they're being, very respectful. Gentleman's agreement, Order. Happily keeping their own economy in check. A hunt coming through it all. And it's a game time kind of round. Peaceful, really.
Yeah. Just some light explosions. Nothing crazy. VERTEX is going to take the save around the double AWP. The buy in the next round's not going to look pretty, though, at like that 4.4, 4.5 kind of money situation. Very, very quick one straight out of A. We've got a con in the jungle smoke flying straight out there. Bunch of flashes over the top, but Order's still not outran. This is looking like a double pump, actually. Yeah, it is. They were really trying to mess here with VERTEX's timing.
Shots coming through. Here's that impact that the AWPs need if they want a chance here. Round number 6. Bomb not quite planted yet, but again, these smokes over towards jungle make it difficult for VERTEX to spot what's really going down. And I dare say we're going to see Brace and Ruffleco try to get into positions to gain some form of info. Stuck in the corner, though. And Brace's Gornsky's big flash to enable Ustillo to hold down that jungle control. PZ wants to try to find that wallbang. In comes the cross. And just like that, Order turned the round on its head. Ruffleco falling. And both AWPs now looking to be saved. Ustillo, he's heard this one and he's happy to finally start to go on the hunt. They know they've got a huge amount of cash in the bank, but these positions from VERTEX, they're not going to be spotted, not by the end of the round.
Yeah. This buy looks a lot scarier with the double AWPs retained, but, I mean, VERTEX just can't keep saving forever. And as a result of all those saves, Order has just stacked up so much cash. It's just going to be gun rounds on gun rounds the rest of this half, and VERTEX, unfortunately, at this point, have got a very, very difficult road ahead of them. It's only 3-3 apiece, but, you know, the T's have so much more money to flex back on when things don't go well, whereas VERTEX have much less room for error. Order, in the earlier portions of this game, there was a little bit more mid-controlled. Now they've definitely been a little bit more towards the extremities. He's still up in a deep position. Wants to try to find that entry up onto the line. He's going to flash out the window. That should be easy one for apocdud.
Now it looks like Order, they're just going to try to roll off the back of losing their first member. In the smoke they go, and apocdud in the rough position, but Addict finds a nice time and it's traded, which keeps VERTEX in the lead for now. Brace going to be chiming in on the Vex side and Rickeh. And it's a beautifully navigated round coming through from VERTEX to keep themselves in the lead with 4. And those AWPs saved for 2 rounds in a row, finally starting to get a little bit of action rolling.
For sure. Even had that extra line covered on the cross to short late into the round. Everything in perfect positions for VERTEX. I really don't mind the dive through the Macca's smokes either when you've got a FAMAS. If the T's are able to scale onto the site and they got AKs on benches and you're sitting in short with a FAMAS, then you're probably not feeling great.
Nade. Straight onto Vexite. They've seen him play this position round after round, game after game. They've managed to make sure they've learnt the util to deal with it.
Rickeh posted up on that B apps line early in the round, but VERTEX in the meanwhile, they've gone for A ramp control. Valiance is scurrying out of Palace. I wonder if those footsteps have been heard by Ruffleco. It seems like they have. He's chosen the perfect time to push.
Rotations coming through. And Brace, he's given up that window control, but Vexite on just 4 HP is looking to lock down unders. And Ruffleco needs to start to hit the old shift key soon, or he's going to be heard. That, or maybe just create some space. Start to get hot on the heels of the T's, who aren't out on B just yet. But as I say that, Gyro swinging wide with the bomb, which has gone down in the open. The AWPs reigning supreme for now. And Ustillo and Vexite, not too much left in the round in terms of timings. We'll see if Ustillo is going to be able to fight his way back. He's the last remaining member here on site, with Vexite trying to come in on a late flank. And he's bought a good amount of time, bit of space as well. Ruffleco
Oh, spotted.
Unable to have that info, but the flank, it's going to be checked. It's going to be focused on as well, and Ustillo, he's now got this space to play with, but not able to cross over towards the bomb. PZ, his head screwed on right, had his ears open wide, ready to receive the comms of a flank coming through. And it's going to be 5-3 with VERTEX still in the lead.
Yep. Double ops retained again. Those are the last two players left alive. And the two players that are having oodles of impact right now for VERTEX. Although, you have to say the hero of that round is Ruffleco on that A flank, getting so much info.
Yeah.
Allowed them to 3-stack the B site, allowed PZ to quite freely sit right up above Ticket, just peering down that con line. He's 10-0, by the way.
A real shift from what we saw from him over in map number 1, where he couldn't catch a timing at all. And this time, he's looking to put on a show. Now, missed opportunity from him. An A site given to order. VERTEX, they are happy with this util just to play for the retake now. Boost over the top. Ustillo standing on the plant there at default. Gyro pushing forward, and he's going to turn it into 2, but not the third just yet. Spamming through Addict. Able to find just one more molly over towards Firebox, and the save has been called. So VERTEX really focused on their own economy here on the CT side.
Yeah. Which has definitely done them a lot of favors chipping these rounds away. That's another round that doesn't go so well for them.
Well, Mitch.
Yeah.
Have a look at apocdud's deaths.
Yeah.
There's 1. Have a look at PZ's deaths. There's 0. They've kept these 2 AWPs alive for the last, like, 5, maybe 6 rounds. That's ridiculous.
They've had a lot of impact. Order on have been quietly chipping away rounds, though. It's been a close half. Both teams being very responsible with their economy, or more so VERTEX. I mean, yeah, both teams, I would say, because you haven't really seen Order heavily hunt the AWPs at all, really. You've seen very, very few exit kills from either of these AWP players. Timeout comes out for VERTEX. They know that, you know, with the buy they currently have, they're still in a precarious position. Can't just keep saving forever. They need to put themselves in a position where they can actually start to fight for this half a little bit more rather than just trading 1 for 1. Although it's not the end of the world if you're trading 1 for 1 on the CT side. I think even before the A1S change, you'd have to say this map was probably pretty balanced, maybe a little bit towards T.
Yeah. I think the general trend around the area was it was more towards that T side. But it also depended on how the CTs played, you know, team dynamics, etc. But for now, I still think it is CT-sided.
Ooh.
Just barely.
Double under bout.
Ooh, okay. Addict. Let's see if he's firing up. Dropping that smoke on the molly just in time, and Ruffleco trying to draw as much attention as possible. Flash going to be popped now, but the lineup, it's their Vex site. So unlucky not to find Addict here. And is this the position that VERTEX have needed? So, bomb now. Traversing over towards default. No plant just yet, and another stricken as apocdud is just going to be connecting. Somehow Addict is alive. Man's just going up and down the steps of the ladder. And now it's the 2 AWPs remaining with Valiance's position known. And they're going to look to slot PZ further forward on site.
Ooh. Is PZ close enough to hear those footsteps is what I'm wondering. Doesn't seem like it. Oh, he's heard these ones though.
Oh, definitely. He's going to get up in the corner. It's a freebie. The knife as well. The pure disrespect to get a 6th on the board. And VERTEX. Not only has PZ not died yet, not only has he got himself a knife, but he's got cash.
apocdud as well was the last one alive.
Yeah.
With him.
Still 1 death between them. And
meanwhile, like
19 kills.
Ruffleco and Brace have both just kept dying for the boys.
Yeah.
Every time.
The selfless players. Trying to be those first points of contact. And look, Ruffleco did his job perfectly. Kept Addict alive under balcony by dying, as well as getting a pick in the process, I believe. So things just went as planned, as expected. Little trick play. But, you know, you need a couple of those in the strat book just to keep annoying those opponents of yours. And Order, on the other hand, they did just take a quick old tactical to chat about what they need to do here. Opting to go for yet another buy. You know, Util, little thin. Other than that, though, let's see where they go.
They've been playing pretty quick, and maybe that's a side effect of the fact that they're playing against the double AWP. We haven't really seen too much mid control. We've seen it a couple of times. So this time, yeah, you're going to see the mid control come out. Smoke to window and top and middle. That's where you've got to be really careful, because some of these AWP lines can definitely do you in.
Refresh on that bot con smoke.
Yep. But hearing the extra bounce, they know that that's from Ticket.
Yeah.
Still have to respect it, though.
And Vexite, he's played here almost every single damn round. Usually solo. But this time he's got Rickeh right next to him. Got Brace as well. Invested on that short side of window, thinking that the T's don't have mollies to play with. So he could be in trouble.
Or Rufflecoat's in A ramp again.
Getting the info. Now a nade as well, getting huge value for money on the players coming in through Con Addict. At the top of the smoke here at Van, able to strike for a couple, pulls out the secondary, but it's not going to be enough, and now Order, they end up with a man advantage, a two-man advantage rather, as they take this B site, get the bomb planted.
Yeah.
And apocdud, he's finally died. But Peasy, he hasn't, and he's managed to find a nasty line, and if he can get another, then there could be a chance in the round. Swing through, and PZ, they're looking for him, they're hungry for him, and big old Rick sticks him with the headshot.
Yeah, on the Rufflecoat to save now. VERTEX, yeah, money's a little bit too shaky to probably invest in this next one. Order, I mean, that B split was all down onto apocdud. He was kind of caught between the B apps and the short pressure. And with an AWP, that's the position that you literally never want to be in. Money is way too shaky to invest in this round for VERTEX, so it's probably a single save around the M4. And Order keep plugging away, man. Just tit for tat half, isn't it?
And if it goes this way, I would start to get a little worried for VERTEX.
Well, then that puts the pressure on their T side.
Yeah, exactly.
On this map to get the job done, which we'll take a little look at. They, from all of the games that they've had, are 64% CT biased, which is unusually high for teams. Yeah. To have one half be 65% of your round wins is kind of crazy high. At the same time, though, they are kind of stomping a lot of lower level teams. And that's where you might see that inflated stat line come out when you're getting these, 16-2s, 16-0s, 16-5s if you start out CT side.
Definitely a factor that you need to remember. Yeah, AU region stats sometimes definitely lying.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, Flash gets Brace off the line, but for how long? Spotted on the cross and the molly. Going to be invested, so Order seem to have a good old stranglehold on how they want to play the round. Only Rufflecoat with that M4 brought in. And he's still looking where he wants to position himself to try to find some impact clearing unders. Ustillo still lurking here for now. And it's an awkward position for the CTs to be in. Ustillo doesn't spot that double cross to window, and it's going to be a four-man retake in from CT. Rickeh. Oh, looks away. How is the timing here? Man's got so many teeth to get past. Blink and you'll miss it. And the swing comes through. Rufflecoat, the man with the plan and the M4. He's fallen. And Brace with no armor. Happily just trying to keep the M4 alive. I don't know if he's going to survive here without the armor. Trying to get up on the line. Spotted. They know that he's stuck here in CT. Ustillo. Not going to pre-aim it, but he'll win the engagement regardless. And there you have it. A 6th found from Order, tying things up here as we head into the 13th.
Reinvestment, probably not going to afford them a double AWP. apocdud down to the A1S. Found a lot of success out of it. We're going to have to get it done with the rifles. Util's quite light as well, particularly for PZ and apocdud. Not going to have too many nades to work with. So in a longer, more drawn-out round, that's where you're going to see Order potentially able to leverage a bit of a util advantage. PZ smoked off the mid line. Going to reposition. Oh, it's gorgeous from deck side.
Yeah. Just taps them all over the place. And if VERTEX gets back into the form that we saw from him yesterday, then VERTEX could definitely be in trouble again. Man was hitting everything. He had that beautiful crisp aim that you know that he can bring to the table. But Ruffleco with this power control could potentially play spoiler. Order very aware that he could definitely be up in this position. It's dirty. It's all about the timing now. Spotted. Yostillo jumping up. Actually going to fall. And now that is exactly what VERTEX were looking for.
Yeah. Now in this 3-on-3 with that palace control. Ruffleco could really activate here. Flash goes over the top. And apparently it's apocdud to do most of it.
And Ruffleco in the 1-on-2 already. Able to find the trade frag. Through. No util. But now info on Gyra's position. Taps again. Gyra. Oh, he's waiting for it. Holds the line. Sun's out, guns out, connects. And that's going to be the big W for Order. The lead found 7-6 now. And VERTEX. Ooh. Put in a extremely rough position, not only for the map, but also financially.
Yeah, no doubt. Single save. Next round, they can probably post those double AWPs again if they want. Which could give them a 7th, but no doubt Order's going to claim the majority. Been a hell of a series for Yostillo, I have to say. Been very entertained watching him play. Might be that motivation boost of going over, playing in the conference, being overseas again. Probably a little bit like, what's the word? Like demotivating, I guess.
Yeah.
To go from international CS to playing inside domestically for such a long time.
There's a sharp little 1 dig. Definitely not enough to have much influence on the round. And VERTEX, they're going to be pretty happy just to maintain control of the AK. 2-2 split here in the post plant. Rickeh looking to fight all the little pistoly boys. And that's going to be easy pickings for him. So, adding those stats. Getting a couple nice eco frags on the board. And Brace, he knows that Ricky's over in the corner, but he wants to hunt that headshot. Oops, spotted. There's the line. Chip damage, not enough. And Brace will survive, but so will Ruffleco with a AK in play. So, see how things look going into the next. And Rickeh eventually falls to the bomb, but it keeps the AK out of the hands of the CTs. And that's quite important in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, one of them gets kept over, so Ruffleco will have that one-tap potential. Timeout here for VERTEX. Gonna have a chat about what is their best way to try to 100% this last round. Try to make sure they keep this half nice and tight, because every CT round they can get will definitely help out if the old HLTV stat of side bias is correct. Then things could be a little bit rough switching over to that T side. I actually had an idea. We've seen so many games between these two teams. I'm going to go look at the last games of Mirage and see how it kind of went.
Well, yesterday, you had VERTEX dropping it 16-8.
Yeah.
And
they didn't do well on CT side yesterday. Oh, sorry, that was Premier. Premier, they didn't do well on CT side. NZ champs, they did when they won, they did insane on CT side.
Yeah.
Didn't need to do too much on T.
And that was the old traded map picks. I think that was when Order hadn't played Vertigo, but then showed us what they were capable of. And, ooh, sliding away. Speaking of sliding, Vexite, look at the timing up con. Brace going to be kicking himself that he had that util in hand. Vexite, he's looking for more as well. Well-placed Molotov just to force the CTs out into the open. They know that Peasy's down below. With that A main control, Roffle just trying to find the line. Quick flick from Rick. And it's looking pretty good now for Order. But PZ stands in their way still. And they know Ricky's position, Vertex. But they don't know where Ustillo's decided to go.
Yeah, it's on him to find the perfect timing in a round like this. apocdud, a very safe position, but the double scope could be his undoing. Rickeh actually commits out of Palace there. That's surprising. Really trusting Ustillo in the 1-on-3, but it's not going to work out for him. apocdud closes it out, and we're going to go to the second half straight after this break.
I never thought you'd make me high. Fuck, I'm so high. I wanna kiss your thigh. I love your groove, the way you move. You gotta choose if you wanna.
East side, they just need 8 to close out the series because they took Vertex's map pick of Overpass. And look, both teams, they've got some things going for them. Vertex did a whole lot of saving in that first half, but we'll see if they're even thinking about that in the second because they now get to set the pace.
Yeah, they're going to be setting the pace straight out of A. 2 right side smokes. Vexite not respecting them at all, and he's going to be rewarded for that. 2 kills through the side of it. Bomb gets dropped in the open.
But is the old twofer going to be worth it? Oh, timing on the push is perfect from Ustillo. Here's the footsteps, here's the reload, and he's played off the back of it. Great tendencies shown, and a huge flank starting to come through from Rickeh. Has almost mopped up the round. Bomb in an irretrievable position for Brace, who knows he's got this fight to take up against Rickeh. But just so many awkward angles. And the CTs.
20 HP. It's not happening, Mac.
In perfect positions to close out the round. But Brace, the man, the legend, he's got the biggest brain in AUCS. He knows exactly where to go. He knows exactly how to play. And he spotted Ricky's head. But unfortunately, a catastrophe. He hasn't actually killed him, Mitch.
No,
and here we are.
I don't think he saw him. We saw him. But Brace didn't see him.
A catastrophe.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. Drama? You like it?
It's almost as... I like that. I liked you hyping it up.
Yeah.
That was almost as dramatic as when he had his... What was it? His earbuds under his headset doing the interview.
Yes! Oh, what a time that one was, huh?
Oh, God. Well, Vertex forced by straight into B. Molotov to delay, but they've gotten in front of it, Mac.
Certainly have. Nice counter flash coming through from Ustillo. Sets himself up for success. The flashes from Vertex are not enough to create the space for the boys on site. Brace looking to make something happen over the top here with the Tech 9 and runs out into the open. Valiance capitalizes. Easy. 1v5. Man's got 1 at best right now. And a whole lot of CTs running towards him. 1 at best almost turns to 2, but there it is. Gyra jiggling through, able to get another across the line, and Order quickly into the double digits here in that second half.
Yeah. Reset that T economy. They've now got the MP9s to farm up a storm. Get some defenseless, unarmored Ts that never did anything wrong. It's just going to be a bullying. I think it's going to be a nade stack in... Oh, I was going to say nade stack in window. Where are they taking the HEs back?
A-main.
But where's the nade stack going?
Onto Ricky's head.
Oh my
Ready?
God.
He's dry pushing into pistols. Nades. Not going to have any impact. They're not even going to be thrown. They're just going to be spilled across the ground. Lots of beans there. Lots of beans for the CTs to pick up, but they've got no space on their belts, Mitch.
Yeah, those beans. You can only carry 1 bean at a time. Them's the rules.
Ah, yes, true.
Oh, we retain those MP9s. So, all right, we got 2 MP9s with the front spawn. This is surely top mid push, right? Surely.
Okay.
Hello.
A little bit of spawn-based gameplay. Let's see. Val. Oh, he's taken that opportunity. Straight up he goes. Waiting for the flash over Castle now, but PZ ready for it.
It's the easiest freebie of his life. Now Gyra's out here on an island. He's just got an MP9. Playing anti-flash. And jumps up on the short. He doesn't want to leave.
Okay. Hunting for it. Out on an island and Gyra, Vexite, both. Unfortunately, going to drown, trying to swim back to safety.
Need lifeguard Mac to get in there, mate.
Mate, have you seen me in my pink Speedos? It looks pretty good, honestly. Now, Rickeh, unfortunately not looking too good for this round. Those P shooters not going to get enough damage onto the AKs. And Ustillo, he had a huge, huge game before. But in a 1-on-5, with just a FAMAS in hand, you're not really backing in VERTEX, trying to coordinate the rest of the round to not trip at the final hurdle. I think Brace is definitely in the big brain position. Ustillo, not expecting this one, but he's thinking about it. You know, maybe a bit more disrespect to show. Clear in left, thinking about looking right. And Brace has got no idea that he's tucked into the cutout. He'll say, you know, CT's clear. I don't think I've ever seen that kind of standoff. Brace was looking at something else. You could see he was surprised. That's it. Looking at the strat book, getting ready for the next round.
Yeah. It's all good. VERTEX. An easier round for them. Order pretty much just falls into their lap in that round. They get 3 for free in middle. So now we go into a much more decked out gun round here for Order. AWP full util.
Yeah.
Very quick smoke from that position for PZ. He might even throw double arch smokes or something. Want to keep an eye on how he's going to use that extra smoke, but it's not thrown actually this time. Very spread out default. VERTEX anticipating some aggression. Working the map. apocdud's getting ready to throw the window smoke. So we are going for mid control here, surely.
Yeah, just late.
Yeah, real late. Waiting for Brace to get in position.
It's really hard to want to push up at unders when you've got absolutely no control at top mid. And then because you can be peaked at literally any moment and get stuck into this little old nook, little old tunnel with nowhere to go.
They definitely don't want to time themselves out of this round. Got a couple of players with full util still. One of them being Ustillo. He mollies unders. Smoke onto Con. Gonna delay things further. That's a nice opener from the bench though.
Big Rick has this smoke in the way and he's just waiting for a bust from the little old tease. Brace not liking his chances there at liquidating the smoke. Not initially, but on the fade, Rickeh strikes. There's going to be a flash over the top now. Rickeh going back to jungle, but still the underbalk setup. 2 men here, and Addict not going to hard clear for the second, but he stops at the bin, and he'll
trash
spot
can.
Vexite. Oh, it's perfect for VERTEX, and just like that, Order straight on the save.
It was like, I don't know what happened. It's like Oscar the Grouch was in there, and he's like, nah, mate, don't keep going. Don't take another step.
I can't remember Oscar the Grouch's voice, so I can't do it.
I can't either, to be honest, but they probably all sound pretty similar on the Muppets, to be fair. Sesame Street.
Worth a Google.
God, Big Bird was a mad dog, though. Honestly.
Big Bird? Yeah, he was alright, wasn't he? Look who's... Yeah, nah.
Nah, that's probably not it. That's like a steedy Aussie guy. Which is basically just your voice back.
It wasn't. Anyway. It sounds like a little throaty and not Aussie, so unfortunately.
Isn't it nasal? Big Bird? He's nasally.
No, I'm talking Oscar.
Oh, Oscar the Grouch. I think he's like probably like more sophisticated Cookie Monster is what I'm imagining. Anyway,
Yeah,
I mean,
he sounds like a New Yorker.
Sounds like he's been in the bin.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe it's been cold last night. He didn't look after his throat, you know?
Yep, could be the case. It was raining. VERTEX gone for a bit of an A exit, trying to minimize the risk against the Pistolas.
Okay, big push coming through there. Unfortunately, not going to be able to crack anything for you still, though. PC able to strike onto another, and everything that Order had in the round is essentially done and dusted. Ooh. But Rickeh...
Up in the smoke.
Plays to his strengths, plays that range. And Gyra. Oh, he's going to be mollied into the corner. Man's got to run. It's getting real hot in the kitchen there.
What's Brace been cooking up?
A good couple of timings, I reckon. He's heard those footsteps up short, and Rickeh, swing back in time. That's the timing of it. Big wide swing. Hits him with that crab peak. And Bracey, boy, everything he was cooking gets knocked off the bloody stove. There's mess everywhere. And no one's eating dinner.
It's burned the house down.
Yeah.
All right. Well, another buy through for Order. As we see the trend of 2 CTs saving time and time again continue, even for Order on their CT half. And this whole game has been bloody tit for tat, mate, almost.
Yeah,
it's
it feels like
streaks of 2 or 3 rounds for the most part. Just back and forth. If that trend continues, then Order's going to win the next couple, I think.
Have a look at this, though, Bracey boy. Nothing on with Vexite. All right, next to him, and it's Vexite with the advantage. Happily holding the smoke, thinking he'd seen that one before. apocdud, though, going to be just ripping heads off left, right, and center. And within 30 seconds of the round, there's 2 alive, one on either side, and the bomb down in the open.
Look at the A site, dude. Look at all those X's. Bloody hell. BZ versus Rickeh. Orp v Orp. Rickeh is just going to stick his butt in the corner so he can't get shot in the side. He's going to take a lot of time clearing out every little angle. But knowing that it's Rickeh on the other side of this, he should feel pretty safe to go take the site. It's actually kind of insane that he's not respecting some of these AWP lines. Like, he's just walking across CT, jungle, and short, but he's being rewarded for it.
Clearing out absolutely everything. And in comes that smoke, in comes that information for Rickeh to try to reposition off. PZ looking to gaze over the top here. Has managed to find himself a timing. And with the bomb planted at triple or even out in the open, PZ's opted for the P250, worried that a flank could be coming through and the shadow is there, but he doesn't have the caliber in hand. And now it's all down to the old cat and mouse. PZ trying to stop Rickeh from wrangling in a defuse, but it's the peak and the nade spoke. And PZ not going to be able to clutch out another. It's Rickeh doing big work for Order with the big old green. 18 and 11 for himself and 12 up on the board. 4, all that's necessary to have a little timeout and jump on into the qualification match.
Yeah. Unfortunate for PZ. Was worried about that ramp flank coming out. He's still, if he continues on this trend, he could be on for 70 in 2 maps, which is kind of absurd.
Yeah. Okay.
Flash coverage for apocdud to get across top middle. It's a 1-4 for VERTEX. Going to kick off some kind of play towards 8. This kind of reminds me of what Big used to do on this map, just flashing the AWPer on the line to try to counter a retake setup.
Ooh, a little boost over the top to try to get the offline. Spot that noggin of Valiance. Just creeping around. Wait for that flash to come through. VERTEX not going for the full commitment, just showing a whole lot of presence here over towards the A side of things. And apocdud trying to cut off these rotations at mid as well. But Order happy to play the 3-2 split. Smoke as well to play over the top with the boost on Bin. Just looking to lock down that right side of sight. Oscar, mate, he's here.
Is the bin going to be the deciding factor again, Mac?
Find out next time on Sesame Street, huh?
Yeah. Well, I can count pretty good thanks to Sesame Street, and I'm seeing 2 smokes coming onto the A site. But not all the boys are there.
That is true. Count Dracula really did put the fun in fundamentals, and that's exactly what Order are relying on here. Solid CT setups, but it's just raw mechanics that VERTEX have brought to the table, and it's going to be an 11th confirmed on the board because Ustillo and Jara, speaking of counting, they're looking at the economy. They've got nothing left in the tank. Nothing left in terms of the stonks coming through. So it's just going to be 2 A4s carried across into the next round.
Yeah, this could be a big economy swing for VERTEX, actually, in the middle part of this half. Keep the guns up. Oh, that's beautiful from Brace. Makes a big difference. Only 1 gun taken over here for Order. Means it's almost certainly going to be the single save. They've been building up a little bit of loss bonus, if I'm not wrong, though. Oh, it's not crazy. Still on that 1900. Timeout for Order. They probably take a single save here, especially because they got a couple of players sitting above like 3K, 4K. That's a pretty healthy next round buy. They can even upgrade some pistols. There's no incentive to force here because VERTEX's money is so strong. You're not going to break that T-side cash. You got to play the long game.
And that's exactly the game that Order are playing. Looks like they aren't committed to any overinvestment going into round 24. So we'll see where Jara's M4 is going to be placed, because of course that's the key piece of the puzzle if Order want to try to get a 13th here, try to play spoiler to VERTEX's full buy. What are we going to see? Looks like it's mid-control, and VERTEX going quickly over towards the back of apartments. Coming in through unders, and it's just the 2-pronged approach at mid.
Yeah, cheeky little ladder boost. Run boost across top middle. VERTEX is taking their time.
Valiant's just locking down window. Ustillo in ladder room waiting for some kind of action to come his way. Just, of course, playing the strengths, playing in the corners with these pistols is pretty much Order's best bet.
Oh, it's beautiful. I love it. This is just how to anti-eco perfectly. Taking their time, all the util in the right positions, just minimizing the risk perfectly.
Whoever is the lead navigator here, or the IGL, I want to give him a pat on the back. Ooh, last little CT setup here is looking kind of good as Vexite strikes as well. All of a sudden, the short player's going to be torn to bloody shreds. Now, Addict going to be spotting Valiance here over towards Van Pillar, but Brace is there to save the day. No more casualties coming through for VERTEX yet. But Jara, he's got this M4 alive. Only 10 HP to play with. But there is a chance if VERTEX put a foot wrong.
Yeah, they should be alright. You can see they're pretty confident. Brace is even exploring short a little bit. Maybe trying to pick that cross on the A site. He sets himself on the line. Not going to peek out there. So Jara going to be able to hold on to that M4 heading into the next. It's going to be an extra rifle for Order to work with. Rickeh's working the exits. Every gun taken away does make a difference later on. Makes Order's road back into this game just that tiny bit easier. And Rickeh, even wanted to hold on to the Deagle. Never hurts to have that, considering he's going to AWP in the next round anyway. Extra side
money. Okay. Tech pause coming through. something not going right at the moment. Had a quick chat yesterday with Conky about OC's little mishap during the ESL Pro League conference. I don't know if you remember it.
Sauce in the eye, I believe it was.
Sauce in the eye. Hot sauce in the eye.
Oh,
mind
God.
you. And he still managed to hit everything that came towards him. So
Dude, he's just
bloody
trying to give himself a
beautiful.
challenge.
That's it. He was just too god. Wanted to make sure he was a mere mortal like us. So just had to test his vision.
If you're not squirting lemon juice in your eye at the start of a series, are you even really playing CS on hard mode?
I think it, the acidity would definitely help increase the clarity on screen. So I would definitely recommend everyone in Twitch chat, squirt a little bit of lemon in your eye every time you go to play. I do it every day, and my eyesight is terrible. So either listen to me or don't. One option is healthier than the other. Good luck.
Look, if you're looking for clarity, I'm pretty sure there's some monitor settings out there, or maybe even some graphics settings, perhaps. So, probably don't need to resort to the lemon, but you never know.
Yeah.
I'll try anything once, Mac. Anything.
Oh. That's, I'll keep that one in my back pocket. But we're still here. We're still paused. We're still chilling. And Pico's awake. She's sniffing outside. And also waiting for the action to begin again.
Can we get her to cast around? She was pretty vocal earlier.
Yeah. She had a shot. She definitely took it. Unfortunately, the awoos, the howls, and the people walking by voted no. So she was kicked off the cast. But we'll see if she busts her way back in, if anything goes down in the local neighborhood. But for now, game's alive. We're kicking. No more tech pauses here. And VERTEX, let's see what they're going to be able to do. It's a faster approach towards mid. apocdud taking full control of it. And, oh my lord, he is straight up cat, except Rickeh is ready.
Instant punish on that one. Valiant gets tickled by the flame, so that will certainly have been heard by PZ. They're well aware there's a player aggressive up con. And potentially two flash over the top is so beautiful from Rickeh, but Brace still cleans up too. So it's a 3-on-3. Now the creep out of Palace is on a beautiful timing. Rickeh's just dropped that line.
Creep out of Pal. And VERTEX, they're going to find the A site for free, but Rickeh gets back here. He's going to stop that bomb from making his way through. Molly to unders. And nothing. No one coming out. So Rickeh may just be the key piece of the puzzle. Spots the jiggle. Addict swinging and just barely get to safety. Rickeh's position known. Molly into the fight. Now going to be stuck in the corner, blinded. But still able to find a safe position to stand in. As the rest of the order boys start to come through. Bomb going to be planted there at default. Brace not ready for the swing from jungle. And it's all up to Ruffleco to try to stop the swing. He's going to do so nicely, but Rickeh is now going to find himself in this 1-on-2. With a solid crossfire, solid positions for the T's to swing off one another. Rickeh just crab walking, waiting to find the line, but Ruffleco's position so optimal. And Rickeh not spotted, but he can't connect to Addict, who has the shadow coming around the corner first. And there you have it, VERTEX in the lead, 13-12 here on Mirage.
Broke that CT money. So that's going to give them a 14th. Gyro's going to drop over some pistolas for the boys, perhaps. A few deeds thrown around. There is upset potential. Order, a team known for being quite sharp with the pistols and the deagles. With how VERTEX has been working these anti-ecos, I'd probably be feeling pretty safe about their prospects. You can just see they're giving absolutely nothing to Order in the early round. All sitting on very safe positions. They clear unders. And it looks like they're just going to reroute back towards A and again rely on that A execute. It's been great to watch the teams kind of changing up their anti-ecos round to round. You know, they start out in a bit more of a 1-3-1. Then then they're going to make their way back towards A. It's not actually going to be an exit. This is going to be one of those creep out A kind of strats where you're molling out sandwich, molling out under balk.
This matchup in particular has been very interesting because Mirage in Australia is usually much more of a bloodbath, but we're seeing some different strategies coming out. Order throwing different things out of the strat book, and VERTEX. Nice positioning, swinging from sandwich as that con smoke blooms, but how's the timing from the next side? He just can't quite connect here. However, spams the whole damn clip into brace and controls stairs for a moment. Trade starting to come through from Addict now, who's trying to connect in through that smoke. Valiant's lucky to be alive. He's still out of the equation. And that's going to be the numbers advantage. But Order trying to make it as expensive as possible here. The spam comes through. apocdud, secondary in hand. And Valiant may have found himself a timing, but no head armor. The Glock around the corner, as well as the AWP trained on the line, is looking bloody good for VERTEX to take a 14th round and keep their chances of making a lower bracket run a reality.
Yeah, they've got the economy behind them now. And if they close out this game, then everybody loses. We have a longer work day. Whoever goes into the grand final against LFO has to slog it through 3 maps. The only people that benefit from this is LFO. They're just chilling there in the upper bracket. Even them, though. Oh, we'll pick that up in a sec. Flashes over the top of Pow.
Yeah.
Gyro, though, in a great position.
Just right up on the wall there at Firebox, hoping someone can lend the helping hand, but that's not going to come through in time. Numbers almost evened out. Valiant's lucky to be alive, just on 5 HP. And there's so much util for Order just to posture for the retake. VERTEX, he wants some more map control here before getting the bomb planted, and it's going to be jungle found by Addict. Molly forces those positions out of the cutout, and now he slid his way into the top of Con 2. So let's see how Order navigate their way back in here. PZ over the top, going to be able to equalize. He's not done just yet either. Peeking off of the CT flash, but there's too many to get past. Addict's not fully clearing mid, too worried about the crossover, but Brace is going to hit him with the spray transfer. And on 44 HP, he can't find the third. It's Order with enough time to get this defuse off. Maybe. Definitely. Possibly.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. 13 secured. I got worried though.
Yeah. He was having a look for the kit. Yeah, I got to say, even LFO kind of loses as well. They got a couple players over there in NZ, dude. So if that goes to 3, then it's going to be another one of them 1 a.m. matches, the classic, for all of the NZ Counter-Strike players. The nightmare back in the day was like you have a team with one guy from WA and one guy from NZ.
Yeah.
And you try to do prac schedule. This doesn't work.
GLHF. Well, I've definitely seen many a time Addict staying up till sunlight. Don't ask me how I know. But he's an absolute machine. Gyro going to be tagged up through triple for 23 Harry Potters. Now, let's see if Ricky's position here, advanced early in apps, is going to work out because he's the only CT player on this side of the map, and there's a whole lot of Wolfie boys around the corner. There's the entry and the rollout. VERTEX looks like they've made the right decision again.
Yeah, full save. Insta save from Order. Gonna play for OT. It's been pretty good to watch apocdud kind of embracing an entry role in this version of VERTEX. I feel like when he came into the roster, there was like a little bit of like uncertainty around the roles.
Yeah.
He on the T side, we've definitely been seeing him be quite aggressive and take on that entry role and do it quite well.
I feel like a lot of the time as well, they don't have specific roles for the most part. It just seems like, you know, whoever's in that position, you know, just playing a dynamic style.
100%, but I also see like a lot of the time where apocdud is the entry player, he's kind of rolling out, you know?
Yeah. But that pick, protocol was, you know what? If he's up here, there's probably no one left on site. So
yeah,
they made the right choice that time. Rafflecode dies with the ship, goes down to the bomb, but There's 2 rounds remaining and money for days for VERTEX to play with. If they pick up this round, not only have they won the game, but they've also destroyed Order's economy. So the second part really doesn't matter if the first part is true, right?
Yeah. That's sending a message.
Let them know. Huh?
Alrighty. You get PZ up on the B apps line, looking for the opening pick. Jara's not going to go up there. Nice nade. 54 damage chipped from the B side anchor early on. VERTEX taking some mid controls. Shot miss from the AWP. Oh, mid-round aggression into middle being considered here by Order. But they instead refresh that con smoke. They're going to buy the time. Where is first point of contact coming in this round? Such a weird opener to it. We're going to see a resmoke on the con from Ustillo. CT's really just recycling those smokes over and over.
Well, look at this, Mitch. So you've got apocdud and Brace, both here at mid, both with smokes. I think Brace is probably going to be throwing his for window if they can maintain the line. Apox will either be dropped to get up short or towards the top of con.
Yeah, B split. One on balcony. There's a ton of mollies. There's 3 mollies in apps.
Whoa. And as it hits that 30-second mark, Brace, he's pulled his gun out just in time. There it is, top con smoke coming through. And one already thrown for window. The B split, it's a reality. And Gyro's in the perfect position, not mollied out initially. It's going to be apocdud to crack the entry. Ustillo, silent, sneaky, and maybe the savior of the round. He's found one, not quite the second. He's dropped the ball. And it's Valiant in a 1-on-4 to make this round work. To keep order in Mirage. And VERTEX, they are hunting to take us all the way to Ancient here. They can smell it. It's on the other side of this round. And Valiant. That's a good re-entry. The man's got a whole lot of tees to get past posted. You've got Brace deep in short. And look at me, that first point of contact from the side. It's 16 to 13. And VERTEX take us all the way deep through the series into Ancient. I thought it was going to be a 2-zip for Order, especially going into that second half. But VERTEX, they had a very deep strat book. They never ran out of ideas. And then a huge